bought the medium Oysi frames, specifically the shred pool ones. I think they look pretty sick, and I figured if I'm gonna be riding shred pool frames, might as well put them on my factions and give it a nice angle iron session, see what it feels like. I'm gonna be honest, I do not expect to main these frames. If I fall in love with them, I will. The whole reason why I got them is because the size of the groove is very anti-rocker-esque, and I've come to realize that I really like a big groove. Oh, that's slow, what the hell? It is way later than I normally skate, it's like 6 p.m. and things are still slightly wet on the ground. But we're gonna keep it simple. I almost forgot how much forward flex these damn things have. Feels really good to skate around. 65 millimeters on the outside, 58 millimeters on the inside. I got USD wheels for the big ones and dead wheels for the small ones. Those wheels are a bit grippier than I am used to. All right. It's time. I'm gonna put the mic down there so you guys can hear the grinds nice, and every couple tricks, we'll talk about it. Alright, so far I definitely remember why I stopped skating the factions. The impact from the shock, or the impact from the carbon, just shocks my feet so much, I can feel it. So far, grinding and everything feels good. We're gonna do back fives right now, which will be the real test. And then we'll do some more tricks. I don't know how to make my feet handle the shock from the carbon shell more, but it just hurts. I can feel it shocking through me when I land. I had a different combination of shock absorbers last time, so maybe I'll switch to that next time I use the factions, because I remember those felt a little bit better. But as for the frames, they feel really good. It feels a little bit awkward riding around this much taller, but locking into grinds so far has been just like normal, at least for the sole tricks. I want to get a nicer sole to fakie and acid to fakie and mizu to fakie, and then we'll do farves. Honestly, this feels like any regular flat frame. I expected it to be much more difficult, but it's really only a couple degrees. I'm very interested to see what royales are gonna feel like, or even if I can get a royale. But first we're gonna do backside unity, and then I'm gonna do sole to back unity. I don't know if I'm gonna do too many switch ups today. It's already 6:30. Right away, I'm noticing it's a lot harder for me to get head boot down on this. I can feel myself landing on the frame, and normally I land on the sole plate. So I think I just need to trust it and then sink into it. Three more tries. Right now, we got it. Three more, that's it, I swear. I did it. That was way more difficult than it should have been. That made me way more scared to try Royales. But we're gonna do it anyway. That's scary. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect to get that one. That felt really good. That's definitely the tallest frame I've ever top-sided. All right, these frames are about as hard as I expected. A lot more effort to do the tricks that I like doing, but it's really nice to be able to roll around the 65mm wheels. The speed is nice, the feeling is nice. Although I was feeling a lot of impact in my feet at first. As the session went on, I got more used to it and it was fine. My toes aren't asleep or anything. A little tight, but no big deal. I'm actually really happy with the way that they performed. I'm gonna be buzzing about that top acid for a long time. It's going to take quite a few more sessions before I have a real review or opinion on them. These are just my first impressions and they're fun. They're very unique frames. They feel kind of like my FROCs, just taller and easier to lock in. So these take more effort to get boot down, but the groove in the middle feels way bigger. It feels like an anti-rocker groove. Like you guys know, I like to hook into the corners of my grooves on my frame, and this really allows me to do that. It's the first flat frame where I feel like I can really utilize the corners. I didn't clip the ground too many times, so that's nice. I was a little bit worried about that. And another reason why I got these is because the groove is so big. It's a very nice shape for coping grinds. So once I start skating transition, these are probably going to be in rotation a lot more often. I'm excited to see what they feel like on the PVC because they should slot in perfectly. The shape of the groove is perfect for PVC. It affords you a ton of wheel bite protection on flat, and on PVC it should hug it beautifully. It's unfortunate I wasn't able to get my Royale, but I did the splits pretty hard on one of those attempts, and I probably need to get it on PVC with a frame this tall first so I can feel confident really stomping down on my Royale. Almost everything else felt great. Didn't do much switch-ups today. Taller frames, the more effort you need for switch-ups. You actually have to jump instead of pivoting, at least until the frame is grooved in more, and then I can pivot along. We'll do that next time. Those are my first impressions. Peace.